Alarms shrieked through Quarantine Bay. Lieutenant Jonah Reyes punched the lockdown sequence, bulkheads sealed with a hydraulic hiss. Red lights pulsed across the viewport, framing the lone figure inside, a tall, pale alien woman with elongated canines and skin like polished obsidian. "Security override confirmed," Reyes announced into his comm. "Bay secure, no breaches." Shouts erupted from the observation deck behind him. Crew members pressed against the railing. Engineers, techs, a dozen faces twisted in panic. "It's a Class Red Predator," one yelled. "Nyack's blood drinker. Vent the bay." Reyes raised a gloved hand. "Stand down. Protocol demands scans first." The mob surged closer. Fists pounded the deck plating. "She'll rip our throats out. Director Core, do something." Reyes ignored them. He tapped his wrist console. "Dr. Sato, med team to quarantine. Full xenobio scan. Priority 1. Dr. Maria Sato's voice crackled back, calm as ever. "On approach. ETA 2 minutes. Keep the hysterics contained, Lieutenant." Inside the bay, the alien Vesper Nix, per the flagged manifest, backed against the far wall. Her crimson eyes locked on the viewport. She raised empty palms, slow and deliberate. No weapons, no sudden moves. The crowd's roar peaked. A wrench sailed past Reyes' shoulder, clanging off the bulkhead controls. Sparks flew. "Enough," Reyes barked. He spun, stun baton drawn. The mob froze. "Touch my station again and you're in holding. This is a regulated outpost. We follow law, not lynching." Murmurs rippled. A burly mechanic spat. "Law? That thing's a refugee scam. Nyacks eat plasma rig workers for breakfast." Reyes held their stares. His pulse stayed steady. "Procedure first. Always." Sato's team burst through the access hatch, scanners humming. The doctor, compact and efficient in her has-suit, nodded to Reyes. "Open the inner seal. I'll handle intake." Reyes complied. The bay's atmosphere equalized with a whoosh. Vesper didn't flinch. Sato approached, scanner wand extended. "State your designation," Sato said. "Vesper Nix, of the Nyax Enclave." Her voice hummed low, accented with silken vowels that cut through the alarms. Fangs glinted as she spoke. "Refugee under Accord 47. I request asylum." Sato ran the wand over Vesper's torso. "Blood chemistry. Synthetic plasma analog. No viral markers. Nocturnal adaptation confirmed. UV sensitivity at 92%. She's clean." The crowd jeered. "Liar. They fake the subs." Vesper's gaze flicked to Reyes. "I consent to waiver." She extended a data slate from her satchel, thumbed the signature pad. Then, without prompt, she offered her wrists. "Restraints, to prove control." Reyes paused. Nyak's physiology. Enhanced strength. Thirst-driven frenzy if unregulated. Station logs brimmed with horror stories from fringe worlds, but her eyes held steady. No tremor. He clipped mag cuffs around her slender wrists. They hummed to life, calibrated for her density. "You're cooperating." "Good." Sato pocketed her scanner. "Physiologically stable. Administers standard subdoses hourly. She'll integrate." Director Halden Core shoved through the crowd then, face flushed under his admin cowl. "Integrate? Reyes. This is containment failure. Class red flags don't lie. Exile her to the void. Or vent now." Reyes stepped forward, blocking Core's path to the controls. "Scans clear, Director. Accord 47 grants processing. We record her claim first." Core's jowls quivered. "Processing? She's a liability. One slip, and throats open." "Crew safety. Evidence over panic." Reyes cut in. "Mob rule ends here." Core glared, but Reyes held position. The director jabbed his comm. "Log this insubordination." "Fine. Interview room. But if she twitches, you answer for it." Reyes uncuffed one of Vesper's wrists just enough to guide her. She moved with liquid grace, chains clinking softly. The crowd parted, kissing monster as they passed. Sealed interview room. Reyes activated the holo recorder. Vesper sat across the steel table, wrists secured to the ring bolts. Dim lights cast shadows over her sharp features. High cheekbones, a cascade of night black hair. She breathed evenly, watching him. "State your full claim," Reyes said. He leaned back, arms crossed. Neutral, observant. Vesper straightened. Nyak's Enclave fell to the Vorak incursion. 3 cycles ago. I fled with Enclave archives. She tapped her satchel. It hummed under security lock. Accord 47. Political refugees granted haven if non-hostile. I carry no weapons. Subs regulated. She lifted her cuff-linked arm, revealing a dermal patch pulsing blue. Thirst managed. I seek lawful belonging. Work. Contribution. Reyes noted the details. Her speech flowed precise. No evasion. Enclave archives sensitive. Survival data. NIAX adaptations for deep space labor. Radiation resistance. Low oxygen efficiency. Her eyes narrowed slightly. Humans call us predators. We call ourselves survivors. Station prejudice logs flashed in Reyes's mind. NIAX raids on colonies. Exaggerated, per intel. But evidence? Her patch levels nominal. No aggression. Kor's voice boomed over the intercom. Lieutenant, Director's override. Prep for exile shuttle. Crew petition demands it. Reyes muted the line. Director, scans confirm compliance. Denying claim violates accord. Static crackled. Your funeral, Reyes. Mobs at the airlock. Vesper tensed. Her chains rattled once. They fear what they do not test. Reyes met her gaze. Crimson depths. Unblinking. Trust flickered there. Fragile. Offered. He stood. You. Stay. Restrained. I handle the door. He unsealed the room. Corridor alarms wailed anew. The mob swelled at the far end. Kor haranguing them with a datapad aloft. Vesper's flagged profile. Stand down, Reyes bellowed. Baton ready. He planted himself in the hatchway. Vesper hovered at his shoulder, a shadow in chains. Traitor, the mechanic roared. She's got you charmed. Reyes raised his console. Security log, unauthorized assembly. Disperse or face charges. They hesitated. Sato appeared, flanked by 2 armed techs. Director, Med Protocol stands. Biology coexists. Your call risks lawsuit. Kor faltered. The crowd grumbled, but momentum broke. They slunk back. Reyes exhaled. First hurdle cleared. He turned to Vesper. Interview continues. Prove your words. She nodded, a faint curve touching her lips. Not a smile, but acknowledgement. Evidence over fear. You choose wisely, Lieutenant. Dr. Kami, Sato approached with a fresh scanner. Hourly check. Patch at 87%. She's adapting faster than logs predict. Vesper extended her arm without hesitation. NIAX heel under stability. Human restraint. AIDS. Reyes watched the scan. Sato's readings synced. Stable. Efficient. Her kind endured voids where humans faltered. Complementary, not competitive. Kor stormed up. This isn't over, Reyes. Council reviews at 0600. One incident. Understood. Reyes cut him off. Room secure. As Kor retreated, Vesper's voice dropped low. Why protect? Your crew names, you fool. Reyes secured the door. You followed protocol. That's enough for now. Her chains settled. Silence stretched. Then, softly, enough. Builds to more. Reyes glanced back. Her eyes held his, patient, probing. The station's hum filled the gap. Outside, the mob's echoes faded. But Kor's petition pinged his console. Exile Reyes slammed his palm on the console. The exile petition glowed red. Kor's signature. Stamped for 0600 council vote. He pulled up the security template. Fingers flew across keys. Contact Protocol 5-1 drafted in 90 seconds. Mandatory body cams for all interactions. 2-meter buffer, no lone contacts. Verbal confirmation of compliance before entry. Guards! He barked into comms. New protocol. Vesper Nix containment. Upload now. Signed, and cam test in 5. Affirmatives crackled back. Reyes patched the feed to his station. First guard Patel entered the braid viewport. Cam lit green. Protocol acknowledged. Buffer maintained. He nodded at the empty hall. Check. Reyes exhaled. Protocol locked in. No more mob stunts. He strode to the brig door. Vesper sat chained in the dim cell, eyes tracking his approach through the one-way glass. Her skin gleamed pale under low-lux lamps. Her preference, per Sato's notes. Protocol live, he said, keying the intercom. Your compliance sets precedent. She tilted her head. Human order binds chaos. Wise. Door hissed open. Reyes stayed at buffer distance. Dr. Fall, Sato incoming. Feeding test, supervised. Vesper's chains clinked as she shifted. Dispenser only. No donors. He noted it. Log filed. Sato burst in minutes later, techs hauling a wall-mounted unit. Steel canister, tube feed, biometric lock. Nyax biology demands precision, she announced, bolting it beside Vesper's bunk. Regulated synth blood, matches her profile. Iron-laced plasma. No live cells. Techs wired it to station power. Sato synced Vesper's implant. Test feed. Eyes on. Crowd formed outside. Guards on cam. Core lurking in HoloLink. Reyes waved them back. Protocol. Cams only. Vesper rose. Chains limited her to 2 meters. She pressed palm to the lock. Green light. Tube extended. She gripped it. Fangs extending. Sharp, precise. Retracting post-pierce. Liquid hummed through. Sato scanned. Intake nominal. Levels rising. No anomalies. Core's hollow flickered. Donor option ready. Station volunteer. Prove control. A tech wheeled in a gurney. Human volunteer. Engineer Ruiz. Lay strapped. Arm bared. Vein marked. Willing, he said. For science. Vesper's eyes flicked to it. Fangs retracted fully. She drank deeper from the dispenser. Swallow. Swallow. Tube clicked empty. Core leaned in. Refusal noted. Risk unproven. Control proven, Sato snapped. She chose synth. Zero breach. Vesper lowered the tube. Wipe of lips with chain-bound hand. Nyax law. Consent or none. Dispenser suffices. Ruiz unstrapped shrugged. Her call. Reyes logged the feed. Test passed. Protocol holds. Core's hollow vanished. But his next ping hit. Expulsion Order 47B. Effective 060. Immediate evac to nearest Nyax fringe world. Reyes pulled legal templates. Station Charter, Article 12. Refugee stays pending evidence review. He filed the stay form. Attachments. Protocol logs. Sato scans. Feeding test vid. Submit. Console chimed. Stay granted. Provisional hold. 48 hours. Council arbitration. He leaned back. Vesper watched him through the glass. You act. Again. Procedure, he said. Flat. Her gaze held. Procedure or choice? Guards filtered out. Cam still rolling. Sato packed her kit. She's stable. Your protocol buys time. Core hates that. Reyes nodded. Time for evidence. Sato left. Brig quieted. Only hum of dispenser refilling. Vesper spoke soft. Why dispenser? I sense donors. Warm. Easy. Reyes met her eyes. Buffer distance be damned for words. You tell me. Trust first, she said. Your fear mob offers bait. I take control. Evidence. He glanced at the empty donor gurney. Ruiz had gone. She could have fed live. Station-side rumors said Nyax overpowered prey in seconds. Yet here, synth only. Under lights. Cams. Chains. Smart, he admitted. Her lips curved faint. Human smart. Restraint protects. Nyax smart. Night endures. Together? Protocol pinged. All guards compliant. Feeds archived. Reyes secured the door. 48 hours. Prove more.
Outside, boots echoed. Core's voice carried from admin deck.
Reyes oversteps. Petition escalation. Reyes ignored it. He pulled duty roster. Double shifts on brig. No gaps. Vesper settled. Chains soft now. Adapted. Her eyes closed. But not sleep meditative, per scans. Nyax conserved in low light. He reviewed logs. Her vitals. Peaked during test. Synth hit harder than predicted. Sato's note. Human synth exceeds Nyax baseline. Adaptive edge. Complementary. His console beeped. Incoming from fringe relay. Nyax envoy en route. 36 hours. Core wouldn't wait. Reyes keyed private channel to Sato. Dispenser stock? Full crates, she replied. Protocol scale? Affirm. He routed 2 to brig backup. No shortages. Vesper stirred. You build walls. For me? Rules, he said. Fair ones. Her voice dropped. Fair. Rare. Among stars. He turned from console. Her eyes opened. Violet. Piercing low light. Human eyes strained here. Hers thrived. Rest, he ordered. Protocol end, she complied. But whisper followed. Evidence builds trust, Lieutenant. Watch. He dimmed lamps, excited. Admin deck buzzed. Guards nodded his pass. Patel clapped shoulder. Solid play, LT. Cams shut core down. Core waited at Nexus. Stays temporary. One slip. Protocol prevents. Reyes cut in. Logged. Core scowled. She's Predator. Stats don't lie. Stats do, Reyes said. She refused donor. Watched. Core stormed off. Petition draft pinged station-wide. NIAX threat assessment. Reyes forwarded to legal. Counter ready. Back at quarters, he reviewed feeds. Vespers feeding. Fangs precise. No tremor. Dispenser levels. Optimal. Why dispenser? Choice, not force. His shift alarm blared. 0200 patrol. Brig first. Cam feed. Vesper at dispenser again. Solo. Calm. He overrode door. Buffer held. Status? Stable. She murmured. Tube down. Your synth. NIAX voids hungered worse. He scanned manual. Human engineering. Iron matrix stable. She nodded. Chains gleamed. Engineering binds us, not chains. Silence. Her gaze probed. Patient. 0600 council, he said. Prep statement. Affirm, she echoed. Human word. Adopted. He left. Station corridors empty. Night shift hummed. Core's escalation hit. Armed escort prep for 0559 evac. Reyes filed injunction. Evidence attached. All feeds. Console. Injunction pending. Vesper's words echoed. Evidence over fear. He checked brig cam. She stood, unchained in sleep pose. Dispenser hummed full. Why choose it? Trust signal. To him. Council loomed. One slip. Core wins. Door alarm. Sato. Feeding data anomaly. Her adaptation accelerates with synth. Human bonus. Detail. NIAX heal 30% faster. Synergy. Complementary. Reyes grinned faint. Log it. Council ammo. Sato smirked. You're invested. Procedure. She left. He stared at feed. Vesper's eyes opened. Straight at Cam. Acknowledgement. Trust built. One choice at a time. Core's voice boomed station-wide. All hands. 060 briefing. NIAX removal. Reyes keyed response. Protocol holds, the brig dispenser alarm shrieked. Jonah Reyes bolted from the security console. His boots pounded the corridor deck. 0230. Night shift. He slapped the override panel. Door hissed open. Vesper Nix convulsed on the floor. Chains rattled. Her pale skin gleamed under red emergency lights. Fangs extended. Eyes wild. Locked on him. Guard, Reyes barked into comms. No answer from Patel's post. Dispenser panel sparked. Synth blood tube severed. Empty. Vesper lunged. Claws scraped steel. Hunger spike. Withdrawal hit fast. NIAX metabolism burned hot. Reyes dodged. Grabbed her wrist. Safe room. Now. He yanked her toward the adjacent cell. She snarled. Pushed back. Strength surged. Alien muscle. Nocturnal edge. Patel burst in. Monster's loose. Stand down. Her breath rasped hot on his neck. Pulse thundered in his ears. What happened to the dispenser? Patel froze. Wrench in hand. Routine check. Must have shorted. Liar. Reyes scanned the panel. Cut marks. Deliberate. You did this. Vesper thrashed. Fangs grazed Reyes's collar. Fabric tore. He hauled her into the safe room. Reinforced walls. No cams. Emergency nutrient stash bolted to the bulkhead. Door sealed. Vesper slammed him against the frame. Claws dug into his shoulders. Pain flared. But she hesitated. Pupils dilated. Scent of his blood. Too close. Control it. Reyes met her gaze. You're not the monster here. Hunger overrode. She snapped forward. He twisted. Grabbed cuffs from his belt. Clicked one on her wrist. Other on his own. Linked. No escape. No attack on crew. She froze. Chest heaved. Reyes. Release. No. He held up a sealed nutrient pack, pulled from the wall stash. This. Prove it. Vesper snarled. Grabbed the pack. Fangs pierced synth seal. She sucked, gulped, then spat residue on the floor. Clear. Gel. Blood-free. No human taint. See? Her voice rasped. Fangs retracted slow. Restraint. Reyes exhaled. Cuff chain slackened. Trust held. Good. She slumped against him. Tremors eased. Nayak's voids filled. Her head rested on his shoulder. Weight light. Vulnerable. Why chain yourself? Procedure. He uncuffed. Rubbed his wrist. Red marks. Protects you. Eyes met. Silver irises cleared. Gratitude flickered. No words. Hand brushed his arm. Lingered. Calm buzzed. Sato. Reyes. Brig cams out. Status. Patel's wrench. Coming. Protocols ready. Reyes keyed brig door. Vesper followed. Steady now. Chains optional. She stayed close. Patel waited outside. Rifle raised. She's feral. Shoot. Reyes disarmed him. Twist lock. Rifle clattered. Cuffs snapped on Patel's wrists. Assault on refugee. Sabotage. Attempted murder. She's a bloodsucker. Patel spat. Core says exile her. Evidence says otherwise. Reyes shoved him toward holding. Log it. Vesper watched. Silent. No vengeance gleam. Sato arrived. Med scanner hummed. Withdrawal mild. Synth stabilized her. Human synth. Nyax synergy. Heals faster. Log that too. Reyes nodded. Council at 0600. Core's voice boomed station-wide. Security. Report. Nyax threat. Threat neutralized. Reyes keyed back. Guard arrested. Incident logged. Attempted murder via dispenser sabotage. Protocols hold. Silence. Then, escalation review. 0559 evac stands. Reyes cut comms. Turned to Vesper. Prep your statement. Evidence over fear. She nodded. Touched the torn collar. Fingered the rip. Your blood called. I chose not. Choice matters.
He scanned her vitals. Stable.
Heart rate synced to his. Slow. Sato smirked. Invested, Lieutenant? Procedure. Reyes logged the arrest. Patel's priors flashed. Anti-Nyax posts. Prejudice logged. Vesper leaned on the dispenser frame. Fixed now. Sato's quick patch. Human fix fast. Teamwork. Reyes handed her a fresh tube. She took it. Sipped calm. Council loomed. Core pushed removal. But feeds showed truth. Vesper chose restraint. Patel chose hate. Reyes checked cams. Station slept. His shift dragged. Vesper retired to bunk. Eyes closed. Trusting the dark. Patrol next. He moved out. Corridor hummed quiet. Footsteps echoed. Door alarm. Patel's holding. Reyes entered. Guard sneered. She'll snap. You'll die first. Log your confession. Reyes activated recorder. Why sabotage? Freaks like her drain us. Core knows. Core follows procedure. You broke it. Reyes filed charges. Forwarded to Central Command. No station autonomy on felonies. Patel slumped. You'll see. Reyes left. Returned to brig. Vesper slept. Dispenser full. No chains. Sato pinged private channel. Nyax adaptation data. Your proximity calms her cortisol. Synergy bidirectional. Noted. Reyes glanced at feed. Vesper shifted. Hand outstretched. Like reaching. Trust built. One choice at a time. 0500. Prep time. Reyes suited up. Armored vest. Phaser holstered. Not for her. For the pushback. Vesper waited. Dressed in station grays. Tailored fit. Sato's work. Statement ready. Recite. Arrival. Refugee. Compliance. Full. Assault. I guard. Restraint. Mine. Her accent softened. Human words owned. Good. He offered arm. Escort protocol. She took it. Light grip. Warmth seeped through sleeve. Corridor patrol. Crew stared. Whispers. Monster handler. Reyes ignored. Eyes forward. Elevator to council deck. Doors opened. Core waited. Flanked by armed detail. Lieutenant Nyax. Evac now. 0600 briefing. Reyes blocked path. Injunction filed. Evidence pending. Core's face reddened. Risk too high. Incident proves. Sabotage proves guard prejudice. Reyes pulled tablet. Feeds played. Patel's wrench. Vesper's restraint. Core faltered. Contain her till review. Denied. Sato stepped up. Medical clearance. Synergy benefits station. Armed guards shifted. Tension spiked. Vesper tensed. Grip tightened on Rhea's arm. Stand down. Rhea's voice cut steel. Or log insubordination. Core backed off. Briefing. Then decision. They entered chamber. Seats filled. Eyes on Vesper. She stood tall. No fangs. No fear. Rhea sat beside. Cuff chain coiled in pocket, ready if needed. Her hand brushed his under table. Signal. Trust.
Council droned. Core presented.
Threat metrics. Exaggerated. Reyes countered. Logs. Feeds. Sato's data. Votes split. Debate heated. Vesper spoke. Voice clear. I choose law. Evidence binds. Silence. Chair nodded. Stay of removal. Full review. Core slammed fist. Reckless. Evidence. Chair adjourned. Outside. Vesper exhaled. Victory? Step. Reyes smiled faint. One choice. Her eyes gleamed. Leaned close. Your choice anchors. Heat rose. Not hunger. Something new. Station alert blared. Hull breach. Sector 7. Rhea snapped to. Duty. She followed. Eye aid. Together. Toward breach. Hunger forgotten. Bond forged. But Core watched. Eyes narrow. Escalation brewed. Her hand in his. Choice made. Reyes shoved through the market corridor's crush. Vesper's cuff chain taut in his fist. Vendors hawked synth fruit and glow lanterns, but eyes locked on her pale skin and shadowed hood. Whispers hissed. Bloodsucker. A crate toppled ahead. Deliberate. He yanked her left, boots scraping grated deck. Keep moving, he muttered. Cordon 5. Vesper nodded. Silver eyes scanning high. Her steps matched his. Silent despite the chain. Hostile glares thickened the air. A human woman spat at Vesper's feet. Reyes ignored it. Procedure. Escort secured. Clock ticked. A child darted into the path, chasing a loose drone toy. Laughter turned to shouts. Something arced from the crowd. An acid vial, glinting green. It hurtled straight for the kid's face. Vesper lunged. She scooped the boy against her chest, vial shattering across her outstretched arm. Sizzle cracked. Flesh bubbled black, smoke rising. The child wailed, unharmed. Vesper set him down gentle, arm dripping. Mom. Kid bolted to a stunned woman. Reyes spun Vesper into his chest. Alcove. Now. He dragged her into a dim maintenance nook, door hissing shut. Red emergency light pulsed. Her burned arm hung limp. Synth leather sleeve melted away. Blisters wept clear fluid. Acid etched deep. Veins pulsing dark under translucent skin. Hold still. Reyes slapped his belt kit open. Field med foam hissed out. White spray sealing the wound. It hardened fast, cracking as it bonded. Vesper hissed through fangs. Brief flash, then retracted. Child safe. Worth. He met her gaze. Pain sharpened her features, but she stood straight. No plea. Trust in her posture. His thumb brushed her good wrist. Chain slack. Yeah. Stupid brave. Her lips twitched, almost smile. Cool fingers grazed his glove. Thanks unspoken. Comm buzzed. Lieutenant Reyes, report to admin deck. Urgent. Director Core's voice clipped. Station-wide broadcast followed. Screens in the corridor flickered alive outside the alcove. Reyes cracked the door. Core's face filled every feed. Alert. Security breach in market sector. Alien refugee assaults civilian. Footage confirms aggression. Clip played. Vesper lunging. Vial mid-air. No child visible. Her arm blocked the thrower. Looked like attack. Gasps echoed. Monster! Reyes's jaw clenched. Edited. He knew the full feed. His body cam caught it clean. Vesper tensed beside him. They twist. Stay here. He stepped out. Crowd boiled. Merchants grabbed tools. A wrench raised. LT. Reyes. Patel, his own guard, pointed. Fraternizing with it? Stand down. Reyes raised palms. Full logs prove. Booze drowned him. Someone hurled a fruit. Splat on his shoulder. Vesper slipped out. Hood low. Back. He blocked her. She ignored, voice cutting clear. I shielded child. See truth. Heckler laughed. Liar. Core says predator. Reyes grabbed her elbow. Protocol shredded. Station turned feral. His team. His team eyed him wary. Prejudice won the narrative. Calm crackled. Reyes, Adnan. Now, with asset. Core. He pulled Vesper close, chain hidden in pocket, plowed through jeers. Clear path. They broke into a sprint corridor. Elevators locked. Override needed. Stairs it was. Boots pounded. Her burn-crusted arm swung free, foam holding. Why protect? She asked. Breath even. Nocturnal lungs adapted fast. Duty. Lie. More. Her choice to save the kid anchored him. Evidence over fear. Admin deck loomed. Guards flanked Core's office. They parted, reluctant. Core waited inside, tablet glowing. Dr. Sato leaned on a console, arms crossed. Explain. Core jabbed the screen. Edited clip. Looped. Reyes synced his body cam. Full feed dropped. Child in path. Vesper shield. Heroic. Core's eyes narrowed. Irrelevant. Perception is breach. Exile her. Now. Sato cleared throat. Acid matched vendor stock. Sabotage. Her regen handles it. Protocol clear. Vesper stood silent. Eyes on Reyes. Trust in the tilt of her head. Risk metrics spike. Core tapped. Crew petitions execution. Reyes stepped forward. Petitions don't override evidence. Court pending. Core sneered. You vouch? For that? Body language spoke. Vesper's hand hovered near his back, steadying. His choice mirrored hers. Affirmative. Reyes' voice steel. She saved a life. On my watch. Sato nodded. Synergy data supports. Blood sub-protocols stable. Station gains ally. Core paced. Contain till review. No. Reyes unclipped the chain fully. Pocketed it. Click echoed. Vesper's eyes widened. Freedom gesture. Tension crackled. Guards shifted hands to holsters. Stand down. Reyes ordered. Insubordination logs now. Core halted. Briefing chamber. Votes decide. They marched out. Corridor feeds still blared the lie. Whispers followed. Traitor. Chamber doors parted. Council seated. Merchants. Engineers. Netics. Eyes drilled Vesper. She lifted chin. No hood. Fangs hidden. Regal. Reyes guided her to the table. Sat close. Her knee brushed his under. Signal. Together. Core presented first. Metrics flashed. Threat curves red. Expel or terminate. Murmurs agreed. Reyes countered. Feeds played true. Wrench sabotage earlier. Vile now. Vesper's restraint. Child's mother testified via link. She saved my son. Sato slid charts. Her night vision patrols sectors blind to us. Blood sub-synth from station waste. Efficient. Debate ignited. Prejudice blinds. One yelled. Evidence. Another. Vesper rose. Voice resonated. Accent lilting. I flee war. Choose law here, not hunger. Bind by proof. Silence gripped. Chairwoman tapped. Votes. Hands rose. Split even. Tiebreaker. Sato. Stay. Full review. Core slammed console. Reckless. Escalation. Evidence rules. Chair adjourned. Outside, Vesper exhaled sharp. Step forward. Reyes nodded, faint smile cracking. One choice at a time. Her gaze held his, leaned in, breath cool on his neck. Your choices. Hold me. Not fear. Deeper. Hand found hers. Brief squeeze. Cross-species spark. Station alert pierced. Hull breach. Sector 7. Depressurization. Reyes straightened. Duty calls. I come. Vesper gripped his arm, burned one steady. Together they ran. Core's glare burned their backs. War brewed. But bond tightened. Deeper in the vents, shadows stirred. Not breach. Sabotage. Vesper's nose twitched. Blood. Real, not sub. Reyes drew sidearm. Hunt it. Her fangs glinted. Hunger allied, not enemy. They plunged in. Choice sealed. Station's prejudice cracked. Love's evidence built. Corridor narrowed. Air whistled thin, her hand in his. Unbreakable. Footsteps echoed ahead. Intruder fled. Reyes signaled. Flank. Vesper nodded, eyes glowing faint. Nocturnal edge. They split. Human grit met alien grace. Breach sealed ahead. Together. But Core's calm whispered to guards. Intercept Reyes. Asset priority. Betrayal closed in. Trust tested. Now. Word count 1287. Reyes burst through the vent grating, boots slamming deck plating. Sidearms swept the flickering emergency lights. Air howled past, sucking at his uniform. The breach gaped ahead, a jagged tear in the outer hull, frost rimming the edges. The intruder hunched there, gloved hands wrenching a panel. Blood smeared his engineering jumpsuit. Real blood. Metallic tang cutting the ozone stink. "Station security, hands up," Reyes barked. He advanced, knees bent, badge glinting on his chest. The man spun, plasma cutter raised. "Back off, Reyes. She's poison." Vesper dropped from the opposite vent, silent as shadow, her pale eyes locked on the blood. Fangs peaked, but she held. "He reeks of death." Fresh kill. Intruder lunged. Reyes sidestepped, baton cracking the man's wrist. Cutter clattered. Vesper pinned the arm, her grip iron without crush. Human restraint met alien precision. Reyes cuffed him. "Name, motive, Engineer Tate, Core sent me. Prove the freak's danger." Tate spat. "She'll snap. Drink us dry." Vesper recoiled, nostrils flaring. "Sub only, vow binds." Reyes slapped a sealant patch over the breach. Foam hissed, expanding. Pressure equalized with a thud. Lights stabilized. Goal met. Station safe. He tapped wristcom. "Control, Reyes. Sector 7 secure. Saboteur in custody." "Blood trace?" "Victim?" Static crackled. Then Core's voice, oily sharp. "Excellent work, Lieutenant. Now secure Nix. She's contaminated. Full quarantine." Boots thundered down the corridor. 4 guards piled in, stunners drawn. Big men. Core loyalists. "Nix. On your knees." Vesper stiffened beside Reyes. Cool fingers brushed his sleeve. They lunged for her. One grabbed her arm, yanking hard. Reyes stepped between, badge thrust high. "Stand down. Tribunal Decree 47B grants asylum. She's under my protection." Guards froze. Lead one smeared. Director's override. Active threat. Corscom blared open. "Caesar, Captain. Hull sabotage proves risk. Exile, now." Reyes thumbed his body cam feed live. Uncut footage streamed. Their flank, takedown, seal. Body cam confirms. Vesper assisted. Sato's medical logs. Open channel. "Doctor." Sato's face popped on his wrist hollow. Logs active. Nix blood subcompliant. 0 incidents. Protocols integrate safe. Vesper rolled her sleeve. A vow mark glowed blue under skin, a fractal tattoo pulsing like veins. "Cultural bind. My clan swears non-harm. Law of Nixari." She pricked her thumb on a hidden fangtip. Crimson subblood welled. She pressed it to Reyes's compad. Alien glyphs flared, binding contract sealed in her law. No feast on sentience. Penalty? Exile, eternal. Guards shifted. Core snarled. "Superstition. She's predator." Reyes held firm. "Captain, my counterorder. Security Code 19. Officer on scene commands active breach response. Tribunal tiebreaker. Sato ruled stay. Full review mandate station protocols." Sato nodded on hollow. Xenomed endorses. Coexistence viable. Blood sub-dispensers station-wide. Nocturnal shifts assigned. Chairwoman's voice cut in. Patched from tribunal feed. Votes reconfirmed. Asylum holds. Core, stand down. Or face review. Core's image flickered, red-faced, reckless, chill. Adjured. Chairwoman killed the line. Guards holstered stunners. Lead one grunted. "Your call, Lieutenant." They hauled Tate away. Vesper exhaled, shoulders easing. Her gaze met Reyes's, silver eyes softened. In full view of retreating guards, she took his hand. Fingers intertwined, cool against his warmth. Public, defiant. Heat climbed Reyes's neck. Not revulsion, pull. Her touch grounded him, alien strength yielding to trust. "Thanks," she murmured, voice like night wind. "You chose proof." He squeezed back. "Procedure, and you." Tate twisted in cuffs. "Core paid me. Real blood from stores to frame her snap." Reyes's grip tightened on her hand. Sabotage rooted higher. Core's war. Station alert whooped anew. Intruder alert. Armory breach. Sector 12. Vesper's nose twitched. More blood scent. Pack hunt? Reyes nodded, sidearm ready. Her hand slipped free, but lingered. Bond forged in crisis. They sprinted. Core's betrayal deepened. Trust their shield. Deeper corridors twisted. Shadows hid allies, or killers. Vesper's eyes glowed, piercing gloom. Reyes scanned schematics on comm, human maps, alien senses. Door ahead buckled, gunfire popped. Reyes shoved her behind crates. Cover! She drew her issued stunner, tribunal approved. Flank? Flank. They moved as one. Guards, no masked figures, plasma rifles hot. First shot grazed Reyes' shoulder, burn seared. He fired back, dropping one. Vesper vaulted, graceful blur. Stunner zapped second. Nocturnal speed blurred her form. Behind! Reyes yelled. She spun, downed the third. Reyes tackled the last. Cuffs clicked. Brothers off. Station crew. Core stamps on gear. His cell, Reyes growled into comm. Round up the director. Sato patched in. Med bay prepped. Your shoulder. Clean wound. Vesper knelt by him. Sub-blood pack from her belt. Protocol. Let me. Her fingers worked sealant. Precise. Caring. Cool breath on skin sent sparks. Teamwork, he said. Her fangs hid in a smile. Bond. Core's voice echoed from main channel. All units. Nix's threat. Lethal force. Station split. Loyalists mobilized. Reyes stood, her hand steadying him. Tribunal, now. They charged toward admin core. Alarms wailed. Prejudice cracked, but fangs bared. In the fray, her grip anchored. Evidence built Love's case, one choice at a time. Laser fire stitched the wall. Vesper pulled him down. My eyes see. Yours led. Human grit, alien grace. Unbreakable. Core waited ahead. Armed, cornered, door sealed behind them. Trap sprung. End this, Reyes whispered. She nodded. Fangs glinted. Not hunger. Alliance. They advanced. Heartbeats synced. Cross-species fire. Word count 1328.